Hey everyone, welcome to our weekly webinar series. This week we're going to be covering a few recent product updates as well as some campaign ideas. My name is Kelly and we have TJ here as well. You want to say hey TJ?
Hey everybody, how's it going? Glad to have you with us today.
And if you've been following along with our weekly webinar series, these are some familiar faces for you. As always, we'll be recording this webinar and sending it out via email for you to go back to if needed. You can also access them on our YouTube channel. If you're an active YouTube user, go ahead and subscribe to our channel so you can see our weekly updates. We'll share the link of that at the end of the webinar. If you have any questions during the presentation, there is a chat box you can access at any time and we will address them at the end.
All right, so what we wanted to begin with today is talking about the importance of integrations within that signpost platform. Our integrations tool is a great way to ensure that our contact list or that your contact list remains as full and up to date as possible by seamlessly syncing with your additional software accounts to pull in customer names, email addresses, phone numbers, and in some cases, transaction date and amount. Setup is quick and easy, and once you've completed it, your contacts from your additional software accounts will begin to be targeted by Mia in order to drive more outcomes for your business without any extra work on your end. In order to get those integrations set up within your account, just go ahead and log into your account. When you log into the account, in the top right here, as you can see on our screen, there is a tab for integrations all the way over on the right. Oftentimes you'll see a little new tag next to it. We're constantly working on new integrations that we can add into the software to make sure that people are able to get the most out of the service. Current integrations we have include QuickBooks Online, Constant Contact, MailChimp, and Square. We're always currently testing and working on new integrations as well. One that we're currently sort of working on trying to make sure we can get some value out of that if possible for our clients would be a Clover integration, something we're working on to make sure that people who use this system are able to utilize that within the signpost account. Clover is a point of sale and credit card processing software that's commonly used by small businesses. So we're currently working on getting an integration all set up with them.
Another big integration that we're working on is with a platform called Zapier. Zapier grants you access to connect your signpost account with a wide range of other softwares to keep your customer contacts up to date and automatically marketed to in signpost. The big upside here is no changes to your normal business process. You can keep using your other systems just as you are, and this will allow us to connect to them safely to grab your contacts. This integration includes popular softwares like Stripe, Acuity, FreshBooks, Wave, Shopify, HubSpot, Google Forms, and many more. To get started with Zapier, what you need to do is go to Zapier.com and take 2 steps. First, you'll create a free Zapier account if you don't already have one. And the next, you would access the Mia integration within Zapier. This will guide you through all the options to create this connection. They call these connections zaps. So to create a zap, they're going to ask you to choose a trigger or an action that will start it. You'll see these 5 actions on the slide right here that we support. That way you can use these actions in order to get contacts using Zapier from another system into the signpost platform. Some of the more popular ones are going to be creating an appointment or creating a transaction. With creating an appointment, if you have a scheduler that you can connect here, whenever you book an appointment that has a contact attached to it, it will be pulled into signposts that we can follow up. This happens, for example, with my hair salon. Whenever they book me in to get a haircut, I have that added to my profile with my contact information. That way I can get alerts. So that's one way you could be using this to grab contacts to pull into signpost. Next, another really popular one is transactions. If you have a payment platform like Stripe, you can connect it whenever you take a payment through Stripe and enter in the contact information. That will get pulled into signpost as well. We see really great results with this type of connection because we can follow up closely after someone has made a purchase and that experience is fresh in their mind. You can also use Zapier to update contacts through phone call interactions, email interactions, or just making sure updating a contact in that other system is updated in ours. If this sounds like something that you're interested in, I definitely encourage you to go to Zapier.com to take a look. If you want to chat with us about your options, we'd be happy to do that as well. You can let us know in that chat box on this meeting, Or you can go ahead and log into your Signpost account after this call and click the support chat bubble at the bottom of your screen. That way we can get you to the right person on our side who can assist you with this.
All right. Now, we want to make sure that we're always sharing news and ideas that all of you can use during this time to benefit your business. If you can think of something that we should be sharing, any information or any things that you'd like to know that you're not already aware of, definitely let us know, either in this chat on this meeting right now, or by contacting us within your Signpost account, or any of the ways to get a hold of our Signpost support team, which we'll go over a little bit later here. First update we wanted to give is on Google reviews. As some of you probably know, Google had temporarily shut down the publication of new reviews and Q&A a few weeks ago as part of its coronavirus response and reduced support. However, new Google reviews, user photos, and Q&A are gradually returning by country and by business category, so you'll be able to see those publishing online. We will keep you updated on changes, but you can also see changes to limited Google My Business functionality due to COVID-19 on the Google support website. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions there.
In the past couple of weeks, YouTube has also launched a free do-it-yourself tool for businesses in need of short video ads. The tool is aimed at small businesses that need a simple, low-cost way to create videos, but may not have the creative experience or technical know-how required to do so. I know I wouldn't know the first thing about creating a video ad, and they're giving this great tool to help put that together. This tool is called the YouTube Video Builder. Pretty straightforward there. Go ahead and take a look at YouTube if you get logged in to see that. The YouTube Video Builder has been launched in light of the COVID-19 pandemic, where in-person video shoots are no longer an option. To gain access to the tool, you're going to need a Google account because Google owns YouTube. You can use an existing Google account or create a new one, and it will let you get started. It's a free beta tool that is going to animate static assets like images, text, and logos, and they've got music and stuff like that from their library. You can choose from a variety of layouts based on your message and goals. You can customize colors and font, and you can generate short videos. Believe 6 and 15 seconds. So it's a really cool tool out there that you can definitely take a look at. Now, each week we like to revisit information on sending out campaigns during this time. One of our most asked questions has been, should we be sending anything out right now? Our answer is yes. We have some data now to back that up. Open rates are higher than ever right now. The data shows that there's been a 5% increase in newsletter opens, while most of the country has been in shelter-in-place orders. That is a huge increase in terms of opens. People are definitely paying attention to their emails, so we think it is a good time to send out campaigns. Just remember, we want to make sure we're not just sending for the sake of sending. If you're unsure of what to send out, we're going to go through a few examples today, but be sure to revisit our previous webinars for even more ideas. Again, go to YouTube and search for our Signpost channel so you can revisit those all.
Now is a great time to kind of think about putting yourself into the shoes of your customers, people that are engaged with your business and what they might be looking for. For example, if you're a handyman, maybe now is a great time to keep your customers engaged with tips on house repairs, being that now is a time that a large chunk of the country is under stay-at-home orders. People are maybe needing to fix that leaky faucet on their own, or might be interested in learning some tips from an industry expert that they already trust. So great time to post, informational messages, how-to videos, maybe using a tool similar to the one that Kelly had just gone over, and keeping your customers engaged during this time. Another great example would be online tutoring classes. If you have a tutoring or education-based business, you can send out weekly or monthly study materials. There are quite a few ways to sort of pivot your business strategy to cater to more of a digital clientele. Another great example, health and fitness newsletters are seeing massive increases in engagement and click-through rates, which makes sense with people under stay-at-home orders. They're looking for different and creative ways to stay in shape, to stay fit, and their trusted gyms or fitness providers are keeping them in the loop about things that they can do. As I'm sure a lot of you have seen, as have we, a lot of examples of businesses helping out the community and first responders within the community. We've seen high conversion rates on campaigns intended to help the community during this COVID-19 pandemic. And it's a great way to help your community, your business, and to keep your customers engaged. Even just a small check-in with customers, letting them know that they're in your thoughts, could be very helpful in retaining customers and bouncing back quickly as soon as these shutdowns are over. It's a great time to sort of think about both how you can help and how your customers may be willing to help out with that as well. Many businesses and industries are working in a field that's virtually been shut down due to COVID-19. So there are still many ways to keep your customers engaged and to offset revenue losses. So consumers and also many businesses are looking for ways to help those that are the most heavily affected. For example, a hair salon that we're working with is sending out a stylist support fund so that people can choose to donate or give to out-of-work stylists, or maybe book a future service and pay for it right now so that they can continue getting money into the pockets of those people who are out of work at the moment. Another great example would be buying a gift card for certain services or businesses. Even if you wanted to go a step further, maybe donating a percentage of the profits to those gift cards to first responders, medical teams, medical supplies, and then your customers can use that gift card or redeem that service whenever they are able to, whether that's in a few weeks or a few months down the road. We did discuss last week the Pay Simple store. We have a Pay Simple partnership where fees have been waived on those any Pay Simple activations before April 30th. So if that's a tool that you're looking to use, that's another great way you could utilize those online stores during this time.
All right, and as you all know, there is a lot to keep up with right now, and our goal is to keep you informed with what we're finding and what we think can be helpful to you. So we'd love to see you at our webinars each Friday, but you can also keep up with us by following us on any of the platforms listed here. Just go ahead onto your favorite platform that you use the most. Go ahead and search for Signpost and definitely subscribe or follow us. That way you can see what resources that we do have to share with you each week. Now, if you do have any questions, feel free to go ahead and find that chat box within the meeting here and go ahead and type in any questions. We'll do our best to answer them right now. We did have a couple questions submitted beforehand, so I wanted to go ahead and go over some of those. First off, one that we've seen a few times is, should we be selling right now or just focusing on being informative? Great question. I would say it does depend on the business. If you can provide services or products right now in a safe manner that's compliant with your state or county's regulations, I don't see why you shouldn't let your customers know about that. Many people are happy to support their local merchants, and they need to know how. So setting up a campaign is a great way to get the word out. If you really feel it's not the right time or you can't offer something, you can still reach out with informative or helpful information, just like TJ was going over before.
And another question that we'd gotten beforehand and have heard from a lot of different people as well during this time is, how often should we be sending campaigns? That's also a wonderful question, and this is another example of one where there's not really a one-size-fits-all answer to that question. How often should you send campaigns? As Kelly had mentioned a little bit earlier, and we mentioned last week, we don't want to be sending for the sake of sending. You want to make sure that your content and messaging is relevant to what's going on right now, relevant to your customers, something that people are going to be interested in receiving. I'd say that most businesses are only going to want to send maybe 1 or 2 a month, but there are a lot of exceptions to that. If there's a relevant business update, if hours have changed, if you're offering a new service, if you're pivoting to sort of an online classes, gift cards, if you're making any one of these changes that we'd mentioned earlier, those are all great reasons to send out an update to your customers. I would say just sort of use your best judgment there. Is this a message that should be sent out? Is this something that our customers would need to know? You want to make sure that you're not sending too many messages that are not relevant to your contact base.
All right. Well, I don't see any questions in our chat. So I want to go to the next slide just to show you how you can reach us if there's anything that comes up afterwards. One of the best ways to reach us really is through chat. If you log into your account, there is a support chat bubble on the bottom right corner. Click on that and you'll get really easy access to our support team. They are so great at answering questions right away. If they are not the right person to answer it, they will get you hooked up with an appointment or an account manager who can help you out. It really is one of the quickest, easiest ways. Plus, you're already logged in if they want to guide you through any actions within your account. We do have email support still and phone call support. Our phone support has just been pretty busy these days, so we can't always answer the phone on the first call like we used to be able to a little easier. It's just a little busy right now. So that's why I always say chat is probably one of the easier ways, but if you do need to call or you prefer email, we do have those options as listed on the screen. Thanks again for joining. We look forward to meeting with you again next week. Please keep an eye out for an email from us or go ahead straight to our YouTube channel. We usually have these uploaded within the next couple of days for you. All right. Stay safe
Yeah.
out there. Take care, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. We will be leaving this chat bubble open for just a couple of minutes here. If you do have a question you'd like to submit, feel free to throw it in that chat bubble. We can always reach out to you after this meeting, make sure that you're taken care of and have everything all squared away here. But thank you so much for attending, and we'll see you next week.